Hi folks, you'll not believe this, but I've got a few more cases for modding. And these were, well, I picked these up on FreeCycle. Don't know if you know what that is. I mean, it's something we have over here in the UK where people can just list things on the internet that they want to give away. Just a way of recycling stuff. And somebody had said that they were wanting to get rid of a couple of ATX cases, and that caught my eye, particularly as it said ATX and not micro ATX. And sure enough, when I went to pick them up, they were nice, big, good size cases. I'm particularly interested in this black one here rather than the silver one. I mean, they're both seeing a bit of usage, to be honest. We've got three blanking plates on here, and there are three very different blanking plates. For instance, I don't know, this one's the original one. There's kind of a stealth drive bay here, and then a different type here. So it's certainly been used and abused. There's a nice little top panel here, which has got your jacks and your USB 2s and FireWire, which is good. I like these top-mounted compartments because I often have my cases on the floor, so it makes it so much easier to reach. I'm not too sure if you can see the front of this too well. There we go, that's a little bit better. We've got kind of this mesh around here, and this whole thing is the on-off switch. We've got the reset switch here, two 3.5-inch bays there, one of which has got a blanking plate and of which hasn't, but that's not a problem. We can fill that in with a card reader or something. Let's just turn it round. Not so easy to do one-handed. Already has a side window, which looks like it came with the case. There is like a hole here for an 80mm fan, and there is a fan grill to go with that, which is actually in the case. You can probably see in there's all sorts of junk and stuff that's come with this, including a fan in there and a drive rail or something, and a couple of IDE cables. So I ended up picking up a few bits and bobs with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side panel off and show you the most interesting feature of this case. Okay, so the most interesting feature, I think, of this case, you may notice here there's this screw which doesn't seem to actually keep the side panel on. That's because it doesn't, because what we've got in here is a removable motherboard tray. How cool is that? Unscrew this screw and the whole thing will come slightly forward and lift out, which is absolutely fantastic. Been wanting a case with a removable motherboard tray actually, and was hoping that one day I might just come across one, and here we go, I have as well. So not too sure that these holes are particularly any good, because there's not a lot of space between those and the side panel, so not a lot of space for routing cables around the back, but we might be able to sort something like that out. It's getting a bit dark now. This needs re-riveting to the bottom of the case. The guy I got this off did say he'd been doing some modding with it, and he's obviously had these out at some point, so they'll need riveting back on. Room at the back here for a 120mm fan, might cut that open or something. But on the whole, this looks a good case, a promising case, one that we can certainly do something with. Just down here on the chair, again it's a little bit dark, just a collection of the things that came with it. Interesting heat sink there, which looks like it might have been off a graphics card or something. A fan, some drive bay or something, various odds and ends of cables. Over onto the silver case, very similar sort of thing, might be made by the same company. Interesting kind of design, looks a little bit, well, can't say I actually like it. This might end up being more of a donor machine. Again, it's obviously got a drive bay cover missing and a 3.5-inch drive bay cover missing. On off switch, reset switch. Just down there is the connectors, the USB connectors, and the mic and headphones. Spin it round. Okay, the back of this would require a little bit more work if you wanted to put a decent sized fan in. 80mm will fit there, but this is a bit more flimsy. It's one of these where the whole back is flat rather than it being indented like like this one is here. So this way of manufacturing a case makes it stronger and more robust, whereas this is more flimsy. So I may or may not do something with this one, not too sure. Might well use this one for practicing, or it might become a kind of a donor case, providing bits of scrap metal. So anyway, so a few more cases for me to have a go with, and have a go with some modding, and well, keep watching, and hopefully there'll be some more videos on these soon. Thank you.